Hello students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, I will be continuing with the chapter-wise important question series. Today's video will be about chapter 4.7 Vardhanas. Before going into the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time or if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends. And also click the bell button to receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. So as I have told to you, today's video is about Vardhanas. Who was the greatest ruler of the Vardhanas? Harshavardhana. Which was the capital of Harshavardhana? Thaneshwar. Who wrote Harshacharita? Banabhatta. Who was famous as Uttarapateshwara? Harshavardhana. Who were the parents of Harshavardhana? Prabhakaravardhana and Yashomati. Name any two literary works of Harshavardhana, Ratnavali and Priyadarshika. Who was a founder of Kadamba dynasty? Mayuravarma. Which is the first Kannada inscription? Halmidi inscription. Which was the capital of early Chalukyas? Badami. Who was famous ruler of Badami Chalukyas? Pulikeshi II. Which was the royal emblem of Badami Chalukyas? Varaha. Now let us move on to a long answer question. Explain the achievements of Pulikeshi II. This is a very important essay question. Let us see how to answer this question. Explain the achievements of Pulikeshi II. So the question is asked about the achievements of Pulikeshi II. Okay. So let us see achievements of Pulikeshi II. So first, when such a long answer question comes, we'll start with an introduction. That is, he was the greatest ruler of Chalukyas of Badami. Pulikeshi II was the greatest ruler of Chalukyas of Badami, and he was the son of Kirtivarman. Kirtivarman was Pulikeshi's father. Okay, and the main sources which give us information about Pulikeshi II are Siyuki written by Huinsang. That is one important source which gives us information about Pulikeshi II. One more is Banabhatta's Harshacharita. Harshacharita also give us information about Pulikeshi II. Also Aihole inscription. So there are many different sources which give us information about Pulikeshi II. Some of the important ones are Siyuki of Huinsang, Harshacharita written by Banabhatta, and Aihole inscription. So these many points you can write as an introduction for the question. Then we will continue with the achievements of Pulikeshi II. So regarding his achievements, Mangalesha was not ready to transfer the power to Pulikeshi even after Pulikeshi came to proper age. So Mangalesha was helping Pulikeshi in administration because Pulikeshi was small when he came to power. So Mangalesha was not ready to give power to Pulikeshi even after Pulikeshi came to proper age. Mangalesha, he wanted his son to have the power. So finally Mangalesha was killed by Pulikeshi. Okay, killed by Pulikeshi, and like that Pulikeshi came to power. So Pulikeshi killed Mangalesha and he came to throne in 609 CE. That is how Pulikeshi came to power. Now Rashtrakuta chiefs, there were two Rashtrakuta chiefs. They were Govinda and Appayika. Okay, these two Rashtrakuta chiefs, Govinda and Appayika, they attacked the Chalukyan area when Pulikeshi was in war with Mangalesha. So Govinda and Appayika attacked Chalukyan area, Chalukyas, when Pulikeshi was in war with Mangalesha. When Pulikeshi was trying to get power back, that time these two Rashtrakuta chiefs attacked the Chalukyan area. But after they attacked the Chalukyan area, Pulikeshi easily defeated them. That is Appayika and Govinda Pulikeshi defeated them. Appayika ran away from the battlefield and Govinda surrendered. See, these answers I am just explaining the main points. If you want detailed explanation, you can go to chapter wise explanation videos, that is in the playlist second PUC chapters. There you can directly go and see detailed explanation. So Pulikeshi defeated Govinda and Appayika, and after that Banavasi, which was a capital, and after that he won Banavasi, which was the capital of Kadambas. Banavasi also was conquered by Pulikeshi. Here he defeated them means he defeated Appayika and Govinda, that is Rashtrakuta chiefs, and later Banavasi also was conquered by Pulikeshi. This Banavasi was the capital of Kadambas. And he also defeated Mauryas of Konkana and Alupas and South Kanara. Okay, so Alupas, South Kanara, and Gangas of Talakadu, all were defeated by Pulikeshi. Okay, all of them were defeated by Pulikeshi. And after winning the kingdoms in South India, he went to north. So after conquering all these areas, Pulikeshi later went to the north. And there he defeated the rulers of Gujarat. Okay, there he defeated rulers of Gujarat, then Malwa, then Gurjaras. All of them were defeated by Pulikeshi, and there in northern side he appointed his brother Jayasimha as the head of Gujarat branch. Jayasimha was appointed as the head of the Gujarat branch. So like that he conquered South India as well as northern side. Now another important achievement of Pulikeshi, another important event in his life was war with Harshavardhana. Okay, war with Harshavardhana. So let us see what happened here. Harshavardhana and his army started from Kanauj, and they camped on the bank of river Narmada. Okay, they were camped on the banks of river Narmada. And Pulikeshi was prepared to face Harshavardhana. Pulikeshi also was ready to face Harshavardhana. And a fierce battle was fought between Harshavardhana and Pulikeshi. It happened on the bank of river Narmada, and that is why a fierce battle was fought, and that is why it is called as the Battle of Narmada. So a fierce battle was fought, and Harshavardhana, who was famous as Uttarapateshwara, was defeated in this battle. So Harshavardhana was famous as Uttarapateshwara, that we have already studied. Harshavardhana, famous as Uttarapateshwara, he was defeated in the battle with Pulikeshi. Okay, he was defeated in the battle. After defeating Harshavardhana, Pulikeshi took the title Parameshwara. Okay, Parameshwara. So Harshavardhana was called as Uttarapateshwara. He was defeated in the battle, and Pulikeshi took the title Parameshwara. Okay, Parameshwara, sorry. M-E is there, Parameshwara. And later a friendly relationship developed between the two, and Narmada river became the border of their empire. Later there was a friendly relationship between Harshavardhana and Pulikeshi too, and Narmada river became the border of their empire. So this was about the war with Harshavardhana and Pulikeshi. Now what happened was, after Pulikeshi too proceeded towards the east, where the rulers of South Kosala and Kalinga surrendered to him. Now Pulikeshi, now with Harshavardhana he had a friendly relationship. Later the rulers of Kosala and Kalinga also surrendered to him. Surrendered to Pulikeshi. The rulers of Kosala and Kalinga also surrendered to him. And after that he conquered Vengi Mandala. Later Pulikeshi conquered Vengi Mandala and appointed his brother as a king of Vengi province. So in Vengi Mandala his brother was appointed as the king, okay, was appointed as the king of Vengi province, and this laid the foundation of Vengi Chalukya dynasty. That is Chalukyas of Vengi Chalukya dynasty. Okay, this laid the foundation of Vengi Chalukya dynasty. Now Pulikeshi also invaded Kanchi. Okay, so next Pulikeshi moved for invading Pulikeshi. Next he invaded Kanchi and he also defeated the Pallava ruler Mahendravarman. Mahendravarman I was defeated by him. And this was the beginning. This defeating of this Pallava ruler Mahendravarman was the beginning of the Pallava Chalukya conflict. Pallava Chalukya conflict started from this time when Pulikeshi defeated the Pallava ruler. After that he defeated the Chola and Chera rulers. Chola and Chera rulers also was defeated by Pulikeshi. During the last days, Pulikeshi invaded Kanchi. Okay, now all these areas he conquered, but what happened during the last days of Pulikeshi II? So Pulikeshi II, during his last days, he invaded Kanchi. Okay, he invaded Kanchi, but what happened was a ruler called as Narasimhavarman I, he defeated Pulikeshi. In the battle of Pariyala. Okay, this happened in the battle of Pariyala. Finally, Pulikeshi was defeated. Okay, battle of Pariyala, Manimagala and Suramara, he was defeated. Pulikeshi was defeated. And it is believed that Pulikeshi died in this battle. So it is believed that Pulikeshi died in this battle. After this, Narasimhavarman conquered Badami. Now Narasimhavarman defeated Pulikeshi, no? So after that, he conquered Badami. And Narasimhavarman took the title Vatapi Kondan. The title was taken by the ruler Narasimhavarman after conquering Badami. And later Badami was looted by the Pallavas. And Pulikeshi II was one of the greatest rulers. If you see about Pulikeshi II, he was one of the greatest rulers of ancient India. Now Pulikeshi II's empire, it extended from, so if you see the extent of Pulikeshi II empire, his empire extended from Narmada in the north. So one side we already know that Narmada was the border, Narmada in the north, Mysore in the south, Bay of Bengal in the east, and Arabian Sea in the west. So this was the extent of the empire of Pulikeshi. And Pulikeshi had many titles. Some of the important titles, one is Dakshinapateshwara was one important title. Then Raja Diraja, and one more Parameshwara. All these were the important titles, etc. were the important titles of Pulikeshi II. So all these are the points which you should include when a question is asked about the achievements of Pulikeshi II. This is a very important essay question. Now just let us once more go through the points which we have studied. Pulikeshi II, he was the greatest ruler of Chalukyas of Badami. He was a son of Kirtivarma. The main sources which give us information about Pulikeshi II are Huon Sang Siyuki, Banabhatta's Harshacharita, Aihole inscription, etc. Achievements: Mangalesha was not ready to transfer power to Pulikeshi even after Pulikeshi came to proper age. He tried to bring his own son to power. Pulikeshi killed Mangalesha and came to throne in 609 CE. Rashtrakuta chief Appayaka and Govinda attacked the Chalukyan area when Pulikeshi was in war with Mangalesha. Pulikeshi defeated them and Appayaka ran away from the battlefield and Govinda surrendered. After that he won Banavasi, which was the capital of Kadambas. He also defeated Mauryas of Konkana, Alupas in South Kanara and Gangas of Talakkadu. After winning over the kingdom in south, he went towards north. He defeated the rulers of Gujarat, Malwa and Gurjara and appointed his brother Jayasimha as the head of Gujarat branch. War with Harshavardhana. Harshavardhana and his army started from Kannauj and camped on the bank of river Narmada. Pulikeshi too prepared to face Harshavardhana. A fierce battle was fought between the two in 634 CE. Harshavardhana, who was famous as Uttarapateshwara, was defeated in this battle. Pulikeshi too took the title Parameshwara. A friendly relationship developed between them and Narmada river became the border of their empire. After this, Pulikeshi proceeded towards the east where the rulers of South Kosala and Kalinga surrendered to him. He also conquered Vengi Mandala and appointed his brother Kubja Vishnuvardhana as the king of Vengi province. This laid the foundation of Vengi Chalukya dynasty. Pulikeshi invaded Kanchi and defeated the Pallava ruler Mahendravarman I of Pulliluru. This was the beginning of Pallava-Chalukya conflict. He then defeated Chola and Chera rulers and received tributes from them and returned to his capital. During the last days of Pulikeshi, he invaded Kanchi, but Narasimhavarman I defeated Pulikeshi in the battles of Pariyala, Manimagala and Suramara in 642 CE. It is believed that Pulikeshi too died in these battles. After this, Narasimhavarman conquered Badami and took the title Vatapikondan. Badami was looted by the Pallavas and Chalukyas were under the control of Pallavas for the next 2 years. Pulikeshi too was one of the greatest rulers of ancient India. His empire extended up to the Narmada in the north, Mysore in the south, Bay of Bengal in the east and Arabian Sea in the west. Pulikeshi too main titles were Dakshinapateshwara, Maharajadiraja, Parameshwara, etc. So I hope you understood all the points very clearly. In case of any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. And also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So I hope to see you all soon in the coming video. Thank you for watching.